Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Note Close Show. As always, I'm your host, Scott Carson, and it is the Mastermind Eve today, being a Wednesday here before the day before we head up to Dallas, or actually it is the day that we head up to Dallas for our Note Mastermind that kicks off on Thursday, and we'll run through Friday, and then obviously we'll spend a couple days in Dallas for the Quest Expo as well. So we're excited. It's going to be a great event. We'll have 60 plus of our students there. Actually, I think we have 55, 54 of our Mastermind students. We got about 5 or 6 sneak peeks, people coming in to spend 2 days to see what this Note Mastermind is all about. And so we're honored to have them. We've got about 7 or 8 of our vendors coming in too. So it's going to be a great event. What is a mastermind event? If you don't know, Napoleon Hill coined the term mastermind, obviously, just a few years ago. And what a mastermind is when you have a group of people coming together, working toward common goals. And there's different type of masterminds. I will tell you, first of all, what my mastermind is not. Okay? My mastermind is not a pitch fest. Unfortunately, I have been to masterminds before where it was more of a let's get you in the door and then try to sell you to death on our event. That's not what my event is. That's the first and foremost. We do have some vendors coming in. We got our buddy Aaron Young, Lawful Associates, is going to come in and hang out, I think, at the Quest Expo. May join us a little bit on Friday. He's good to see you, Aaron Young. Good morning, buddy. See him join us there. But we've got Shantae Duffy coming in from Madison Management. We've got Joel Markovitz and Daniel Singer from the Daniel Singer Law Group coming in to spend a couple days with us. We got Franco Burrill from Satila Burrill coming in from Ohio, who's an attorney up that neck of the woods, talking about the markets. We've got Dickie Baldwin from Baldwin Advisory Group. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Hang on a second here. I want to think here. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's it. Brent Bousquet from Lawful Associates will be there as well. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it. Yes, he'll be there at your mastermind. Amen to that, buddy. We're excited. As always, it's just what it is. This is my favorite, really my favorite 3 weekends for the most. Whenever we have a mastermind, we have it 3 times a year. And what it is, it's not about me. All right. Yes, these people are coaching students, but they're not about, this whole weekend is not about me. It's about getting my students together who are closing deals, who are taking the next step in their business, and help them make that next step, that next leap. And it's not just from me talking. Actually, I think it's more so from everybody that's there, because we have some amazing people come, not just vendors, but just some great people. Other note investors are actually out there closing deals, making things happen. Just that's the most powerful aspect of a mastermind, when you have people that are trying to do the same thing that you are, but it's a sharing, giving environment. It's not something that, I'm going to hoard all my resources, or I'm going to hoard my vendors, or I'm going to hoard my stuff, because we truly do believe in a term called co-opetition. All right. If you can hashtag that competition. Is a term that actually Joel Markovitz coined a while back. I spelled that wrong. Damn it all. Whatever. Co-opetition is a term that Joel Markovitz coined, that we're all out looking to close deals ourselves. We're all looking to make things happen. But whenever you can bring people together, they're going to cooperate to help you overcome hurdles, or, hey, use this vendor, use this realtor. Who's the people that you're using in your market that would not mind getting some more business, whether it's attorneys or vendors or whatever it is, it's there. Now, we also have people that come to our mastermind that want to invest. They just don't want to do the work. And there's nothing wrong with investing and giving money to somebody else to do the deal, right? Yeah, that's exactly right. Boom, shakalaka. Making some money. So that's one of the things to keep in mind as well. So what are some of the things that we do in our mastermind group? Well, first and foremost, I love it. One of the favorite things that we do, besides putting everybody at round tables, not a horseshoe thing, but a round tables, is we have discussions amongst themselves, okay? Topics, okay? What's been your biggest hurdle? What's been your biggest successful money-raising campaign? What's been your best marketing tool? What has been your biggest aha moment? What helped you get to the point where you're closing 50 deals a year versus 5 deals a year? And so whenever you get to surround yourself with other people, and you know what? People that come with their spouses or business partners, we split them up as well. We divorce them for a couple of days. All right. We get them meeting with different people because that's the way to really, that's the best way to really mastermind, is try to meet as many people as possible. I have been to different masterminds in the past, and there's a lot of presentations going on, and there's nothing wrong with presentations about who you are and what you are. But when you don't have the time to network or talk with people or be at a round table, you're constantly at your computer and other people with their computers working and other people talking, that's not an effective mastermind group. It's also an effective mastermind group when you have a lot of people that have no experience showing up. That's not fair to those that have experience. That's actually not fair to everybody else there that's a part of it. So we're honored that we have got several investors coming in. We got several vendors coming in, closing on a lot of deals. So it gives a lot of great real world investing experience. Okay. Brady Durr's coming in as a sneak peek, buddy. Glad to have you. Can't wait to learn from everyone. Exactly. And we usually, our masterminds are usually 3 days. It's usually a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But with the Quest Expo being what it is, we took a vote the last mastermind event and decided to change it up a little bit, make it Thursday, Friday. That way everybody could hang around that weekend for the Quest Expo. And, you know, it's just it's an opportunity for our 60 plus people to show up and hang around and network with another 500 or 440 when you take away our attendees with other people there. Opportunity to raise some capital. We got some cool little swag things. We got some cool little, what do you call it? Swag for them to kind of use to market themselves to the event. You know, for those that are closing deals, they'll walk out of the mastermind event with some buttons, you know, some deals that they closed. Cedric Wilson, see you Friday. Can't wait to finally meet everybody. Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, sounds good, Frederick. We're looking forward to that as well. So, but one of the things that we started our mastermind event back not 10 years ago, in 2010. So we have been doing this for a while. And what's funny is I see all these other masterminds pop up. You know, we're going to have a mastermind. I'm like, look, a mastermind is something that is not just a one-time event. It's something that you have to build on a year in, year out aspect of things. And we've been lucky that, Aaron Young's been a loyal attendee for those. Team Carson does a great job. Jim McMullins is excited to peek behind the curtain. We're glad to have you too, Jim. Great video yesterday you posted as well, Jim. But what I'm trying to get at is that we've had our mastermind since 2010. It started off with 12 people spending 9 days together in a big house in Davenport, Florida, just outside of Orlando. We bought some notes together, worked some deals that really helped launch to where that has grown. And every time we do a mastermind, it's always not about what I get out of it. Like I said this before, it's what my students get out of it. It's what the attendees get out of it. We always have a different discussion on some things, whether it's marketing or raising capital or deal sources. This time around, we'll talk about some deal sources with everybody. We'll do a social media survey, see where everybody's at, how they've grown, give some awards out. But more so than anything else, it's all about case studies. That's what you come together. You want to hear from other people on deals that they're doing and hurdles they're having coming. So I'm excited because we've had, and I've done this before, where I put a lot of different my deals up there, not all of them because it would take forever for us to do that, but a big chunk of case studies up. And we have, as of right now, we got about 23, 24 case studies that we'll go through that students have sent, some mastermind members have sent over that we'll spend some time going through. And that's one of the fun things is make it a competitive nature at the round tables. So we'll have I think we've got 8 tables. People coming together. So it's a pretty good sized group. Not our largest mastermind event, but it's also not our smallest one either. Coming together, we'll put them in round tables. And then literally as we go through case studies, one of the things that we'll do is have the tables bid on the assets before they're given what the winning bid was. And whoever was the closest person to the final bid offer, that table wins some goodies. And they get little things that they win across the way for the weekend. So that's the fun thing is we make a little competitive nature. We get every table has to put a bid in. We give them some before information. They make an offering, and we share what happened with it afterwards. And that's the most valuable aspect. There's some good, there's some bad, there's some ugly case studies. That's what you got to do. How do you overcome those things? How do you overcome bad things? How do you find those deals? Where did you get it from? Was it performance, non-performing? What was your exit strategy? What was kind of your returns on the deal? And that is the favorite thing by far. I think everybody loves the case studies. Of course, we have a good time. We usually got a happy hour or two. If it was a little bit longer time, we would probably do a fun excursion. But since we're condensing it really 3 days into 2 days, we're not really taking an excursion. Plus, it's hotter than hell in Dallas right now. And so we're going to spend the time networking, having a good time, fellowshipping, and literally diving into deals and case studies in everybody's businesses. Some things we've done in the past, we've done some hot seats. We may do a little bit of that this time around, bring a few people up to talk about their businesses, let other people pick their brains. We always give out a social media award or two for those that are doing a great job social media-wise. We've got those. I got to pick those up from the store today. But we've got a couple new awards this time around. We're going to do the Most Improved Investor of the Year, and then we'll do an Investor of the Year. Basically, people close them. But I haven't done that in a while, but we've got some really great people that are doing some good things. And so we're going to share some of those things. So there's basically a couple awards. We have 2 social media ones, Most Improved Investor and the Investor of the Year award. So we're excited about that. We have a good time. And that's the most important thing in this business. I think in the note business is more important than we see than anywhere else. It is a nichier business. It's a little bit more of a longer term play on deals. I think everybody knows that. But what you have to realize too is you're not in it alone. Okay. And that's a beautiful thing. If you can mastermind and reach out to people that have, what do I want to say here? They have not only their best interests at heart, but they also have your best interests in heart too. We don't let everybody in our mastermind. I think it's one thing that a lot of people I see with new masterminds springing up, they let anybody in, and I don't think that's a good thing. I think you've got to be selective, because I don't think a true mastermind, for it to be effective, it's got to be a little bit narrowed focus. You got to find people. If you have it broad, or it's not a niche, it's not going to really make sense. I don't think it makes sense, because you can't help everybody. You can't sit there, oh, yeah, you help you, you help. That just doesn't work that way. I mean, yeah, it can help once or twice, but for long-term stability on things, I'm sorry, that's not going to work in the long run. Second thing, you just can't open it up to people that are going to show up, because if you open it up, and honestly, I think you've got to have an investment of some sort. The reason I say an investment of some sort is then you have people there that have a vested interest. It's worth them showing up. If you offer up something where it's a free mastermind or stuff like that, honestly, if there's no investment, they're not going to show up. They're not going to really care. You're going to get a lot of prize pigs, people that show up to things on a timely basis that don't ever do anything. And that's not what you want. What we're more proud of than anything else, anything else in what we do, is our students are closing deals. And that's what the mastermind is all about. When we did our last one in Cape Coral, we had over 2,000 deals closed between those that were there. We've got a sizable chunk of assets that I know that they've closed there. I know we've got some pretty good size hitters who've closed 50, 60, 70 assets that are just doing an amazing job. People that are just really rocking the world. And of course, we've got people that close on their first deal or their second deal. And that's great. They're still looking to close their first deal. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a beautiful thing. They're working. They're making offers. They're getting things countered. What they have to realize as well is it's important as a numbers game too. You can't get frustrated. You've got to stick to it. You got to keep following up. And I think that's one of the best things about coming in is you see people who have been in your shoes, who are walking the walk or are doing the things that they need to do and learning from their experiences, and they're willing to share those experiences with you. When I was years ago, before we started the Note Mastermind, before I started coaching, I was a part of another educational group. I was a coach for them, getting deals closed. And they had a commercial mastermind, a commercial investors mastermind, where people get together, once a quarter, once every 3 to 4 months. And they work in commercial deals, and they close 0 deals out of that. And I'm like, oh, that's so difficult. That's so much work. That's so much time invested not to have any type of success, not to get any deals closed. And that's just, I'm like, we're not doing that. We are not doing that with what we do. We want to make sure that people are closing deals, getting things done, and rocking and rolling. And I think one of the fun things, Steph is a big, big advocate. She's a big onboarder for our mastermind group. She loves talking to people, get to know them, who's coming in, their experiences. She's the one that's handling the hotel, the BEO orders the food, the event space, making sure the room blocks are taken care of. She does a great job with that. But Steph has been a big part of the mastermind group. Actually, she was there at the very first one. She's been to every one of them, and has really taken it on. So that's the beautiful thing. We could not do it without Steph. Obviously, Steph kicks butt when she comes to it. If you've had a chance to meet Stephanie, you know this already. If you have not, I'm sure you will agree once you get a chance to meet her. She does a great job of working behind the curtains to make sure everybody's doing well and having a good time. And it's not easy putting on a hotel event, no matter whether it's 20 people or 200 people. There's always a lot of moving parts, especially when you bring in people from across the country and you have different dietary needs and things like that. But the most important thing I can tell you this is it is just a great group of people that you want to pick out. If you had to go to the family store and pick out your friends and family at the family store, these are the people that you'd be picking out. These are the people that you like hanging out with, you have dinner with. And that's one of it's just become a great network across the country to really help people do big things. So one of the things when I tell people to get the most out of it, Brady asked a good question. Any tips on how to get the most out of the event? How should attendees prepare? Show up. Come in. Don't put any airs on. Be honest. All right. If you closed on a dozen deals, close on a dozen deals. Don't overpromise, underdeliver. Don't come in and say something that you're not, because people will feed through that line of bullshit really fast. So just come on in. Hey, if you're preparing for a mastermind event, come in. What's your biggest need? What's your biggest weakness? What's your biggest strength? And, those are things, because at roundtables, I put people at roundtables and different topics pop up. You're going to want to talk about. You're going to want to share those topics as we get rocking and rolling throughout the thing. All right. And you know what? Don't ever eat alone. Don't ever eat alone at a mastermind event. Grab somebody, have a dance card. Hey, you want to grab dinner tonight, or do you want to grab lunch together? You want to meet in the morning and have breakfast down here early. All right. What are the things that you want to accomplish, and what's the biggest needs in your business? And just come with that to the table. And if you have something, hey, Scott, I'm really struggling with this. Is there somebody here that I could talk to about this? Boom. Hey, talk to this person. Now, one of the great things is we have, like I said before, we have people rotate tables. So I literally put them on your name badge. Hey, you're at table this today, table 3 today, table 4 tomorrow. You're rotating. If you're there with your business partner, your spouse, I'm splitting you up, because that's really the best way. Now, if your spouse is not in the note business, they can hang out at the pool. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a great time at the pool place there, and that's totally fine and acceptable if your spouse is not there. But if you're doing something after night, going to dinner or something like that, bring your spouses along, have fun, let them have an opportunity to meet other people, because that is one of the great things about spouses coming, is they get just like, oh, okay. Now they get a chance to meet me, which that sounds kind of airish, but they can say, oh, here's the guy that's, we watch on TV or whatever. Or here are the people we talk about. Here's Chris Savigny. Here's Gail Greenberg. Here's Cody Cox. Here's Karen Peterson. Here's Lily O'Day. Here's the people that are out doing things on a regular basis. Here's the Bill Griesmers. So you get a chance to meet somebody, get to know them personally. And then you know what? If you got an asset in Ohio, or an asset in Pennsylvania, or an asset in Oregon, all right, you got somebody you can reach out to, somebody that somebody that, will probably pick up the phone and give you a phone call, because that's what you have to realize. Your assets to assets to each other in your no business. Co-opetition. Hey, who's buying in these states? Who's buying in what states? Who's investing in those markets that can either drive by the asset for you, or they have vendors there to help you out with stuff, or maybe a deal that you could maybe wholesale to or flip to real fast. Because then they're serious. You've had a chance to meet them. You've seen what their business is doing. And that's a very, very valuable asset And that's one of the big things about the mastermind group. Everybody's there, is committed. Everybody's doing something, and it's a beautiful thing. So if you're watching this on Facebook Live, if you have any questions, feel free to post them there. We don't do a lot of we bring in attorneys, we bring in vendors. It is not a pitch fest, I will tell you that. We bring in some asset protection, and they, oftentimes Aaron Young or Brent Brisquet will be coming in and they'll talk about some asset protection because it's a different topic to people that are closing 50 deals versus somebody who's never closed a first deal. So they'll sit down with Brent and talk about some of the things that they want to do, estate planning, things like that. I think it's important. I mean, I was surprised to read last night that with the passing of Aretha Franklin, she left no will, she left no trust, nothing. All right. Brady, I appreciate that, buddy, but you're not doing yourself a favor. I know you want to help out with setting up or being taxi. I get that, but you're not doing yourself a favor. You need to be out doing deals too, making offers and things like that. Hey, it's great if you can help people there, but honestly, just show up to the happy hour tonight. That's a big thing too, because we always have like a meet and greet happy hour the night before. We have one tonight at 7 p.m. in the hotel bar there at the Westin Galleria. It's a meet and greet. We open that up to people that just want to come out and hang out too. In an area, get a chance to meet some people. They're not part of the mastermind. They're not going through a sneak peek, and it's an opportunity for you to guys meet a few of the other people coming into town. But the masterminds are closed. Closed doors, not open to everybody. Like I said, we offer up a few sneak peek seats just for people that maybe are on the verge. They want to get in the mastermind, but they don't know exactly everything. And that's fine. Come out and see what it is. See for yourself. And we're excited to have, we got 5 or 6 sneak peek people coming in. I don't know the final number, but we've got some great people that I'm excited. I know they've been following online for a while. People come from we got basically people coming from all across the country, from New Jersey and New York down to Florida, all the way across to Southern California, all the way up to like Oregon. We got people in Michigan, Chicago, Ohio, Dallas, Houston. Those not very far. Denver. Who else? I think I've already said Illinois. Just some really, really great people. Kentucky. I'm just very, very blessed that we have people that come in from all over to literally spend the 2 days, 3 days with us. I'm excited about the Quest Expo. I'm honored to be speaking there Saturday morning. I got to work my presentation for them, but we're really honored to be at Quest and help them support Quest on their big expo push as well. Be a vendor there, a sponsor there. We're doing a little something more. I know Quest has their VIP tickets. We actually will be doing a VIP lounge for our mastermind members. A little separate lounge. So if you have meetings with people or investors, you can take them there in a little bit, probably a quieter place than the Quest VIP rooms. But that'll be available Saturday. We'll be around Saturday night for the event for the casino party as well that Quest is throwing on, and then heading home Sunday night after everything is wrapped up and done. Be back in the offices on Monday. Rocking and rolling. We have a big push out with assets that we'll be moving over the next couple weeks as well too. We got a lot of stuff that we're starting to sell, and then the next 2 weeks will be full of me with different case studies. So don't be surprised if the next 5 or 6 days here on the Note Close Show podcast, once we get back from the expo and the mastermind, is just case studies. Boom, 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 boom. Here's a case study. Here's an asset. Here's an asset. Here's an asset. And moving those across the board. So that's our biggest goal. I'm excited. We got some really cool guests coming on though over the next couple of weeks too. We'll be bringing on a Wall Street trader, next Wall Street trader, to talk about the business, talk about the market. We're excited to have them. Scott Duffy will be coming on. Our buddy just has an amazing book called Breakthrough coming on to be a guest for the next couple of weeks. And then we're just working on some really great stuff for the podcast. So you'll probably see a few of our mastermind members on. We're going to bring out a few people on to interview them, to talk about their businesses, talk about what they've got going on, and how any breakthroughs that they've had in the last 6 to 12 months as well. So any questions, comments, concerns from anybody out there? We'll probably doing some live streams from the mastermind too. if we've got time, I've got a bit of we've got a lot of stuff we're packing into 2 days at the mastermind, but we're pretty stoked about it, and it's going to be a fun time. So other than that, guys, I don't have much else to share with you today. I just look, if you can have masterminds at different RIA Club meetings, you can have masterminds that get together, as long as you have a common mindset. I've been a part of different masterminds in the past. Some have been really good, and others have been just didn't do much for me. And not that I didn't learn from everything, but it's a long term for me to spend time and money and days away from my business. I got to make sure that my time is best spent, is the most valuable thing I can have. Now, we are excited. I've got a couple guys coming in that have done some big things. They're buying 300, 400 houses the last couple of years, and they're looking at the note space. They're wanting to learn a little bit more about the note space. We're excited to have Scott Brown, who's been a part of our mastermind from USA Private Money, coming in. This will be his first mastermind event. He's been through the fast track a few months ago and just changing up your business. We're excited to have Scott Brown there. He'll be able to teach a lot about some of that stuff. We've got Mike Jordan. He was on the podcast a few weeks ago, and we invited him to the mastermind. And he's very active in the note space out of Michigan, so we're excited to have him there. He runs a big office in outside of Detroit. And then our buddy Jason Bible from Right Path Real Estate is actually going to be coming up and hanging out for a couple of days. I know that they're working on something with what he's doing, and Jason just does a great job. Him and Tom Paris, and they're doing some transition and some things too. So excited to have Mr. Bible join us up in Dallas for a couple of days along with him. He's also be speaking at the Quest Expo. So excited to have him there and get a chance to mind meld with those people. As always, it's great. We have our vendors coming in, just providing good stuff. Get a chance to hang out with some things. As I say, I may be rambling a little bit here, but I can't tell you how much we enjoy these. Now, since it's a 2-day event, not a 3-day, it's a 3-day event, we usually take people out on something fun. In the past, we've done wine excursions. We took people out wine tasting to Temecula before we went to San Diego. We took people to Napa, and we ran out of vineyard for the afternoon. We've taken people out in dolphin cruises, sunset cruises down in Cape Coral several times. That's always a fun thing to do. Airboat rides, wine making things in San Antonio. So we're excited about this. Lots of great stuff going on. For those that aren't joining us, you're missing out. For those that are thinking about it, our next mastermind will be the end of the year mastermind, December 7th, 8th, and 9th. That's down in Cape Coral, Florida, at the Westin Resort down there. You may want to circle your calendar for that. December 7th, 8th, and 9th in Cape Coral, Florida, for those that are listening on iTunes and Stitcher. That's our next mastermind event. We'll have a couple sneak peek seats available for that. And that's going to that promises to be a big event as well. So other than that, that's all I've got for you guys today. Go out, make something happen. For those coming to Dallas, we'll see you in Big D tonight at 7 o'clock, the meet and greet happy hour. For those not able to make that, hopefully we'll see you at the Quest Expo. Lots of great stuff to talk about next week once we wrap up with these 2 events that are back to back. But otherwise, like I said, go out, make something happen, and we'll see you all at the top, everybody.